outcome? Are my customers and clients still suffering from the same problem that they were suffering from pre-COVID? What do I want to do to be able to serve those customers? And now you've just mapped that out and said, okay, so how do I get from here to there? I may not be able to do face-to-face. I may not be able to go into their physical facility. So what type of substitutes can I come up with to continue to solve their problem given the environment that we live in? And so mission mapping helps you ask the right questions. It helps you think about the right things. It helps you prioritize, and it helps you make decisions. So,
well, Russ, I'm so glad that you're bringing all of this up, because you're telling my story and a lot of that when you're saying throw stuff at the wall, do this, do that.
Yep.
And I couldn't do it alone. And what was so valuable is you guided me through the mission mapping process to do it, because I can tell you how many times I filled up a whiteboard and done nothing with it, because I'm not very good at taking my vision and stating it. And aren't you the one, how many small businesses are you going to help? That was what really, I remember you telling me about, Russ.
Yeah, so my meaningful mission is to help 600,000 micro business owners become purposefully profitable. And of course, there's a money mission that comes along with that. But what that did was it told me that coaching and consulting won't be enough, because I can only help a few. And I want to have an economic impact on the development of communities. So my journey and my drive is to figure out how can I help a mass of people. And that's what inspires me. That's what motivates me. That's what keeps me going day by day.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is ask a couple of people that are in the audience, because I'm sitting here in my apartment and I got two things from the group. I got this from Valerie.
Yes.
It's the emergency kit, and it's supposed to be in my car, but it's got everything I need. It took her defining who she wanted to serve and what that needed to look like. Here's the other one I got, Chris. Chris, would you come on and talk about your mission?
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Jenny, for this opportunity. Well, I'm Chris McPhee, Green Beret Media. Some of you were at GovCon 2020, I was there. Another partner of mine taking photo and video of the event, and my new best friend, Jenny Clark. My goal is to help small businesses use photo and video to promote, inform, and inspire their audience, whether it be to help them buy a product or a service or attend that special event. In Jenny's case, it's her event. So with her, I'm working with her to make sure her video, her photos, and the visuals are painting, are telling the story and informing the audience to have them come back to GovCon 2021 and come to Freedom Fridays and come to all of her events. So that's my goal as a business owner, and I like listening to Russ Barnes. I listened to him taking photos of him, and it was an inspiring weekend, but a lot of information. But I was able to let Jenny know, like, look at all this information you have. We need to package this and present it to people so they can maintain interest. So that's my goal. That's my mission. Former special ops operator, intel collector. So I'm collecting the information and packaging it up so Jenny can make better decisions as far as promotion and for her events. But thank you for your time. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're on, because what we're really talking about is having a community, having other people on the team that you can reach out to and say, what do I need to do? What action do I need to take? And it's helped me so much to help work with veterans, because they're very precise about what are we going to accomplish here and why are you doing that, so that if I'm doing something, it has something that moves us all forward. Hey, I've got Nick Holcomb on from Payroll Network, and he came to GovCon and talked about cybersecurity, because that's really one of the main areas that I, as a small business owner, am concerned in using a third-party service. Are they taking care of my requirements? Nick, could you give us a quick snapshot of what a mission statement or something like that would be for an organization like yours?
Yeah, it's interesting that you asked the question, because we did our annual strategic planning this week. And normally we go to a retreat. We were planning to go to Salamander, but we did it all on Teams this year. And we really think about what our vision is. And so right now our vision is to grow the business and we have a dollar amount in mind, and we start at that level, and then we kind of work back. Okay, that's what we want to hit in 5 years. How do we get there in 5 years? You know, and we start with the dollars, but we don't. The message we give to our employees is, you know, we're here to grow not only the business but also as people, and we think about how we want to grow as people, how we can grow the business, and that was the theme for this year, is just growth despite all the uncertainty that we're dealing with.
Well, and I'll tell you what's unique about.
I want to jump in real quick, because Nick, I mean, that's right on point. And when we do mission mapping, we start with the money and we say, how much do you need? And from that, we identify what you can produce and deliver. And once we have that piece in place, the money's off the table. And then we just focus on the customers we're serving, how are we serving them, the meaningfulness of what we're doing. And so the challenge is that you have a team of people that you can work with to do strategy. And what I realized is that, what do you do if you're a single solo business owner? You don't have any experience or background in strategy, and you don't have a team. How then do you go about putting together a very good strategic program when you don't have the skills to be able to do that? So again, that's what mission mapping is about. And that's why I said it's not only good for a business owner in the pre-profitability stage, but based on what you just said, Nick, you actually are using that process. You're not calling it mission mapping, but you're using strategic planning, strategic thinking in the same way.
Well, Russ, this goes back to your chapter inside the book Game Changers, and where you talk about the fundamentals of basketball. This is the fundamentals of business. And if a small business, a solopreneur, can come to you and learn how to use this mission mapping, they can apply it every time they turn on and go to the next step.
Exactly.
So we are at wrap up time. So I'm gonna let you have the last word. Russ, let's go.
Thank you. Because I want to do this one last thing. So here's a quiz to help you consider your current state. 5 questions. And so the first question is, have you decided on your exit strategy, whether it's sale or scale? If the answer is no, give yourself 1 point. If the answer is yes, give yourself 2 points. Do you know precisely how much revenue you need annually? If the answer is no, 1 point. If it's yes, 2 points. Have you listed a sequence of activities that will lead to your desired outcome? No, 1 point. Yes, 2 points. Do you have a written price for all of your products? No is 1. Yes is 2. And do you have a written sales process, policy guidelines, and an operations manual? No is 1. Yes is 2. If you have 5, 6, or 7 points, you're probably pre-revenue, you're probably winging it, you're a tactical leader, and you're probably facing a lot of crisis situations. If you have 8 or 9 points, you're probably generating significant revenue, or at least revenue. You're probably still pre-profitable, but you're purposeful and you're an operational leader and you have some stability. If you have 10 points, it's likely that you're profitable, you're intentional, you're systematic, you're a strategic leader, and you have sustainable growth. So no matter what your score, this quiz ought to give you something to think about as it pertains to mission mapping.
Well, and I feel like the other thing is people are always looking at, how can I get there faster? How can I generate more results with less effort? And I think everything you're talking about leverages that. So thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I'm going to be sharing this later as I get it transcribed. And look forward to having everybody inviting their friends also to Freedom Fridays. It's every Friday at 1300 to 1330. Thank you so much, Russ, and thanks to you for everybody for showing up today.
All right.
Thanks. Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Great.